Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so today I'm going to be vlogging with my iPhone 16 Pro. I just got it brand new. So I have it right here. And immediately I've noticed that the thing that I don't like about it is that I can't monitor myself. If I want to use this camera right here, then obviously I can't see what I'm doing, right? You could vlog with the front camera, but it's a lower resolution. It's not as good. But I find that with the 0.5 zoom, which is the widest angle zoom, it's plenty wide enough for me to kind of be in frame without having to reference myself on a screen. As you can see, I can see myself there. And I'm just holding it. As long as I keep my face center line with the lens right here, it should be good. So yeah, today I'm just gonna be walking. I have to take the bus. I have to go get my passport. My wife has the car, so I have to kind of travel like a peasant today. Yeah, if you notice as well, I bought an external hard drive. If you're going to be doing any recording of ProRes anything on these phones, you're going to need that for sure. For one, you don't want to eat up all the data on the phone, and as well, you can only shoot ProRes 4K 60, 4K 120 onto an external hard drive, and it has to be fast enough. So I find that this is great. The case is case, and you put like a fast NMBE hard drive in there. Works really well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So the rest of this vlog, I'm going to start recording now. There we go. It's going to be shot on the iPhone 16 Pro. So the one thing I hate about filming on the iPhone is the file sizes. I know that a lot of influencers had mentioned that the file sizes were big, but I had no idea they were that big. I don't know what Apple could do about that. I'm sure there is something they could do about it. I don't know why the file sizes are so big. I understand that they're uncompressed. My file sizes on my Sony cameras aren't that big. Just saying. That's one thing that I don't like about it, and a pretty compelling reason to not vlog or film anything on the iPhone. But like I said, you can mitigate it to a certain extent by putting an external hard drive on it. But even then, that 1 terabyte is going to fill up pretty fast. But a good reason why you're going to want to film on the iPhone is because it's pretty much idiot proof. I guess what I'm talking about is that with the iPhone, it's just a point and shoot. You point it at yourself and you click record, and that's it. You really don't need to do anything else. It computationally does everything for you automatically. For me, learning how to shoot properly on a dedicated camera, like a Sony camera for instance, took me around 2 years to really feel comfortable, to know that I'm not gonna mess up. If I can get this footage to look like it was shot on my Sony cameras, that's gonna be huge. This thing fits in my pocket, and it does so much more than record videos or shoot pictures. The only other hang up is that this looks kind of dorky to me, holding an iPhone and talking to it. Is it recording? Yeah, we're at 3 minutes right now, so this file size is probably 10 gigs already. It's ridiculous. Just to give you an example, if I was shooting this with my Sony camera, I'd be messing around with the ISO, the white balance because I'm indoors. Actually, maybe not, because I'm using natural lighting. I wouldn't mess around with the ISO or the white balance, but like I would definitely have to mess around with the ISO for sure, and I'd probably have an ND filter on my lens, because if I walked outside, everything would just be bleached, and then I would have to adjust it so that it's appropriate for shooting out in broad daylight. But with my iPhone, I'm shooting in here like this, and I can just walk over to my door, open it up, and go outside, and it should be usable. The footage should still be pretty usable because it automatically adjusts perfectly, or somewhat perfectly, I'm hoping. I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, how does this look? It's high noon, bright day, the worst time to be shooting ever. These are just my thoughts right now. These are things, positives and negatives of shooting for one or the other. I'm sure there's going to be more things that I'll think of throughout the day, but yeah, very curious, very excited to see what this footage is going to look like. I can't believe I have to take a bus. I haven't taken the bus in so long. I don't even know how to do it. How's the stability? Another plus for the iPhone is that it's very stable. Stability on a dedicated camera is garbage on any camera for that matter. Even the best cameras, still not that great. Look, I don't know if you can see this, but I got all this bruising on my arm. Looks like I've been abused. I have another one right there. And that was huge. That one's a big one. It's looking pretty good today though.
Free, sailing with the wind, not
About 20 minutes.
knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth, and good will come to you. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home.
This phone battery isn't great. I'm already down to like 40 something percent. When I left the house it was at 70 something. Maybe it's like an external hard drive that's eating up all the juice. Could be. It's really hot. It's heating up my phone quite a bit. Heat kills. Heat's bad for anything. If you want to damage your electronics, yeah, put some heat on it. Look how wide this is. This is crazy. This is a 0.5x. This is the default 1x. This is 2x, and this is 5x, which is insane. Is it blurry? Is 5x blurry? I don't know. But it's the building I'm going to right there. It's a government building. For some reason, all the government buildings in Canada, nasty brown. I got my new passport. I'm ready to go. I travel in a couple days. I'll be going to the States, San Francisco. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be doing a lot of filming. That's my job, designated film guy. I'm confident I'm gonna be able to get good stuff. Tell a story, that's a different issue on its own. That's the boring part, when I come back home and I have to edit it all together. But the shooting part should be fun. And I'm gonna be in San Francisco, so that's pretty exciting in and of itself. Pretty hungry. I'm gonna get a snack now, probably like an acai bowl if I can find one.
In a world of trials, with a sky that's dark.
That's what I got. I can't believe this goofy thing costs so much. It is a lot though. It's melting. Right now we're using the back camera. Of course I don't have a reference if my face is in frame or not. I'm assuming that it is. But like, look at my background. Is it blurry? How about if I put my hand up against the lens like this? Is it blurring out some parts? I don't know. I wouldn't even know. No flippy screen. I do love the idea that I don't have to fiddle around with anything at all while shooting with the iPhone, because everything is so automatic. I go outside, I don't have to adjust my ME filter, shutter speeds, or anything like that. It just works. It's pretty incredible.
Torn apart and broken down. Even still, we think we got it all figured out. Come and set our hearts on fire. Wake us up with your desire. You're the one we're fighting for. Our only hope. Our only hope.
But anyway, I'm back home now in Richmond Hill. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. I thought it would take about 4 hours, but I am back and it's just a bit past 3. I left here, I would say, at about 12:30-ish, and my battery was at close to 80%. Right now it's at 10%. So that's another thing to consider if you're thinking about vlogging with your iPhone, is that it chews up the battery like crazy. You're gonna have to carry around an external power bank. There are negatives for sure, but there are a lot of positives as well for going with the setup. It's a little less obvious, obviously. I'm not carrying around a giant camera, I'm just talking to my phone essentially. But this is pretty weird in and of itself, especially if you're using the back camera, because it's pointing out right now, and if anybody was to walk in front of me, they would see my goofy face on the screen. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's something that I don't think I will ever get used to, but I don't know. This may be an issue, this may be not to some people. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a good experience. I still don't know what the audio is going to be like. We'll see when I get home, but I'm going to close it off there. Peace out, guys. See ya. All right, I thought I would pop in here quickly. I just finished editing this stuff together, and I guess if I was to sum it up into like a sentence or a couple thoughts, what I feel about the iPhone 16 Pro is that it's phenomenal. Phenomenal, but super, super inconsistent. Some of the footage looks like it was shot on a very, very high-end camera, while others looks like it was shot on a potato. Now, would I use this for a professional gig? Probably not. Sometimes the white balance would be off, despite me locking down the white balance on the camera. Also, there's a lot of color shifting that happened. Just super, super inconsistent. Stuff that I wouldn't see if I shot with a dedicated camera. Funny enough, with a dedicated camera, you have to kind of babysit more. But I think that babysitting contributes to you focusing more on shooting properly. But yeah, overall, I think it was great. Is it perfect? No, I think that this leaves Apple a lot of room to improve on the camera. The conspiracy theorist in me is telling me that they kind of hold back features and the quality of things like this just so they can improve on it year after year so that they can keep selling you new cameras. Because some of this stuff looks amazing. In the right conditions, looks phenomenal. It's just not perfect. But yeah, I guess that's it. Would I recommend getting an iPhone 16 to vlog with? I don't know. Because of the inconsistent nature of it and the file sizes, I say it's still not perfect. What would I get instead of this? I wouldn't get a ZVE1 or ZVE10 for that matter, because it's very complicated. I would actually recommend the ZV1. I bought the ZV1 a long, long time ago, and the footage that I got from this reminded me a lot of the footage I got from that. Even the way iPhone handles stability with the jello-y background, it's also something that I didn't mention here, but I'm going to mention now, was very reminiscent of the dynamic active, or I don't know what they call it on the ZV1. It was very reminiscent of it on that camera, where it was smooth, but it was kind of jello-y. That's what you get here as well. So I guess that's it. There's nothing much else I could say. Audio was pretty good. You could understand what I was saying, but of course it's picking up ambient sounds from all over the place, so it's not perfect, and a lot of it sounds really muffled, and sometimes it sounds really clear, sometimes it sounds muffled. Like I said, super, super inconsistent, but super, super impressive. On that note, I'm just gonna leave it there, but yeah, give me a like and a subscribe. That'd be amazing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.